Now, I want to give you 7 common causes of family disconnect, And we know it, we live it, right? Fear of failure, right? You think that if you try and you fail, because you will fail at some point, right? But you never try because why? It's a fear. It's a fear of not being approved. It's a fear of being rejected. It's a fear of looking what? Can't nobody clown you, laugh at you, or talk about you for failing when they ain't doing what you doing. You know what I mean? It's like, how can someone talk about Kobe Bryant or what he didn't achieve? Kobe Bryant working. He was in the gym, 1,000 shots, 3 in the morning, come back at 5 when nobody looking. So that's how you got 5 championships, right? That's how you get paid the big bucks, right? How about this one? How about feeling overwhelmed? You're feeling overwhelmed because you have a lack of clarity. You have a lack of clarity. Why? This is where the family comes in. If you, I'm gonna pick on Pop for a minute. Pop know how to create combustion systems, different mechanisms for mechanical work and engineering and things of that nature, right? Pop can break down tools, bolts, nuts, this unit to that unit, how the air flow, everything. Why? Because he has that experience from long ago all the way to present day, right? But if you was to ask Pop, do he got a blueprint, an outline, a PDF, a book, or something tangible that someone can take and become a student of that information? No. Why? Because people around him did not hold him accountable to his skills and his talent, right? Yes. Was he supposed to do it? Absolutely. But if you say you love him, you should observe him enough, study him enough to say, yo, you need to be creating that, man. Get in the lab and create that. Do that. Focus on that, right? And the same goes for everybody else. What you know they know how to do is what you should be telling them to focus on, is what you should be admonishing them on, right? So when we don't focus on what's in us, we become idle, right? How about burnout? How about mentally fatigued, spiritually fatigued, emotionally fatigued, right? Why is that? Chronic stress. Why is that? Lack of sleep. Why is that? Because the task that you are doing is mundane and you don't see the productivity. And you don't see the productivity. And or you have people around you that are what? Pulling, that are draining you, pulling you down, right? Because they're overweighting you with the burdens because they want to be dependent upon you, right? How about perfectionism, right? This is for Channing, right? You set so high standards for yourself that you never give yourself the full capacity or the bandwidth to bust through to the next level, to stay consistent on a task, no matter how small it is, day in and day out, 7 days a week, 365, 366 on the leap year, right? How about lack of motivation? How about lack of interest? Some of us lack passion. I'm gonna be honest with you. Some of you might say, well, Chris be on 1,000 because I'm passionate about it, right? That when I see something and when I talk about it, I can actually feel it inside of me. I close my eyes, I see it. I sleep, I see it. I open my eyes, I see it. So it's for me, it's a sense of urgency to get to that destination, to get to that point. How many of us have that for things involving the family? How many of us have that for things involving just our life mission and our life goals, right? Or have that for the interaction of one another, right? Because we idle, right? We like to chill, we like to go on vacation, we like to hide out, we like to be like, nah, I don't want to do that today, I'll do it tomorrow, right?